Hello, welcome to Marketing Matters, the show where we explore all things marketing and uncover those things that matter for you and your success. I'm your host, Denise Millay, and my hope and mission is to bring marketing and technology to you in a way that's useful, without jargon, complexity, or confusion, so that you can grow your business, expand your impact in the world, and build your best life. This episode is called Delivering Your Offer. We're going to talk about how to get your offer in the hands of your potential customers or clients. But before we dive in, I want to share something I truly believe in. I believe technology is for everyone. I meet so many people that are not at ease with technology. I have all throughout my career, and they're critical of themselves and they turn away easily from tech topics. And I get it. The software, the internet, the world of devices and tech, it's a mess. It's a jumbled mess, and it seems like insurmountable at times. And what I want to say is, um, I want you to consider something that most things you're good at, you have hands on experience in, right? Like driving. You don't call yourself a driver unless you've driven a car, right? You don't call yourself a good driver unless you've driven a lot, okay? All you need with technology is hands on experience. Without it, you can't expect yourself to be an expert, okay? So I want you to reframe your thinking a bit. Cut yourself a break, allow yourself to take one step at a time to be a beginner, give yourself permission to be a beginner, to give yourself a permission to learn and ask questions and to be able to tackle so much more without the anxiety and the frustration. So today we're talking about delivering your offer, and it's really a process. Surprise, right? All my shows have processes in them. It's a process for your potential client to see your offer, show interest in it, and then receive it, right? So we spoke in a previous episode about your offer. Is content that's a sample of your service, right? Or a way to set up a call so that they could sample and experience you, right? The new piece for our discussion today is the way you get your potential client to see your offer and allow them to show interest in the offer, and for you to receive their information so you can send them a sample back. Simple, right? So we have three cycles or three processes we're going to look at, three examples, right? The first is the simplest forms of delivery, and it's social media. First, you create a post that asks if they want your offer, right? And within the post, you say, hey, drop a comment for me if you'd like to get a copy of my free gift. And you have to tell them exactly what to do in the post or they won't know. So you have to spell it out. Hey, leave me a comment that says yes please, or thank you so much, yes, downstairs, down below. When they send you that comment, you can use personal messaging to request their email address. Okay, so when they send you a comment, you'll see over here it says send message. This is their comment. And excuse, I just blanked this out. I took a comment from somebody's Christmas post, right? If they have Messenger, Instant Messenger, this send message will be here. And you click on that and it opens a dialog box, and you can just say right from there, hey, so glad you're interested, send me your email and I'll get the report to you. Okay, then you wait for them to answer that in Messenger, and once they do, you take the email, you cut and paste or copy and paste a whatever template you have for the email, and in it is a link to your free gift, and you send that off. Then you take the contact information for that person and you put it into your list, a spreadsheet or a document you have of people that have downloaded your free gift. Okay? This is super easy. However, it requires quite a bit of manual intervention. You have to monitor the posts on social media regularly and timely, right? Not 2 days, not one day, maybe 12 hours max, right? And you want to let the person know that you're interested in their interest in you by responding as quickly as you can, right? Um, Once you do respond and reach out to them on Messenger, then you have to wait for them to respond to you with their email address. And then you have to send them an email. So there's a little bit of watch and wait, watch and wait, watch and wait. And then you have to keep the list of emails to use for the future, okay? And they're separate from any platform that you can send bulk emails out on. So it's maintaining a list for future use, but it's not really helping you do that easily, right? Now, the best part of this, it's great for people just starting out, and you can repeat this on every social media platform out there. You can do LinkedIn, Instagram, Twitter, Reddit, Pinterest, wherever you put your social media, wherever your people are, you can tailor the message, the image for the post, and ask people to respond to it on the platform and get engagement. And engagement is good. You don't have to pay for a lot of tools for this, but it helps your ratings on these social media platforms to get people to interact with your postings. The second method we're going to talk about is using social media and a free email list manager, MailChimp, okay? So the first thing you're going to do is you're going to place your free gift up on Google Drive or Dropbox or wherever you have cloud storage space. And you set the upload on the file to say anybody who has the link can download a copy of this file. So you say share, anybody who's got the link, and you copy the link, save it in a document for yourself. You're going to need it when you create your email later. Or if you have videos on YouTube that you're giving away as free gift, private videos, copy the link from the YouTube videos and put it into a text file or document on your desktop so you have it when you need it. Then you're going to set up a free email account with MailChimp or a free account with MailChimp. It's free for up to a couple hundred contacts in your list. So this is a great beginner learning environment, okay? It's okay if you don't have any list yet, or if you have 2 people or 10 people, it doesn't matter. They start out with importing your existing list into their platform. If you don't have a list, that's okay. A lot of people don't have lists. You can skip right over that stuff and they'll tell you what to do afterwards, right? The next thing you do once you have the link and you set up the free account, then you create a landing page in MailChimp. And that is where people will click on a link in their social media post that you put up there, and it'll go to this page to accept their contact information and then allow it to deliver the email for you. Um, You'll then take an email template and you'll set it up so that it has your links in it that you got from before, and it'll substitute the person's name and use their email address. And when they click the button to submit on that contact form, MailChimp will trigger the sending of the email. It will also trigger adding that person to your cloud-based list of people, right? Which is great because you don't have to maintain it on a spreadsheet anymore and you can use it later. The other reason that I chose MailChimp is because there are a lot of providers out there, Aweber, Constant Contact, just tons of them. What MailChimp does is they have a university type setting. So it's called MailChimp 101. You can Google it directly and you'll go right to it. And they do step-by-step instructions about how to set up your account the first time. And a lot of the platforms don't have as much time to create documentation for users. And MailChimp's done a really good job. And so I chose this because I think it would be the most helpful for someone who needs help, or who needs a little bit more background than just someone like me who's done tech before. So I think it would be very helpful to use. The other thing is they do have some live trainings that you can sign up for. If you go to their support pages, they have info on that you can sign up for. Some people do better with video than they do with reading or whatever. So I think it would be a very good platform to start with and helpful to you. Now, what's a landing page? You heard that term, right? It's a standalone web page, not associated with a website. So you know how on a website you have a menu at the top that says about, services, contact, products, right? Each one of those options on that menu is a page on the website. So it's a separate thing that will display when someone clicks on that link, right? Well, this web page is a standalone page that's in the cloud on MailChimp that has an address that they've given to you to use. And anybody that clicks that link will go to this page and only this page. It doesn't go anywhere else. It's just this one page, right? The only way it can be found is if you give that link to someone to see it, all right? And it's set up to process whatever it is you want to process, all right? So within the page, you embed a form that they help you set up. They have templates for these pages on MailChimp that has name and email address and a button, and the button says submit, right? And then after your user fills in those two pieces of information, they click submit. Then MailChimp will send off an email that you've chosen a template for beforehand and set it up to include the links to your free gift and say, thank you very much, so glad you're interested, all the best, Denise. And it will trigger to send that email for you. And it will also add that contact information to your main list that you can use in the future to send emails to, which is the purpose of all this free gifting, right? So you can eventually nurture them into sales. So it's created a lead for you. So sign up, add to the list, send the email. It's the action that a web page does for you. Now this whole cycle that we just described with social media and MailChimp, it needs less attention, but it needs more upfront time to set it up. Okay, so it's a trade-off. Now, you can attend the MailChimp learning. It's very well done. There's answers there. The frustration level should not be as high because there's an options to get help, and you can set it and go. So it'll be running for you 24/7, which is the objective here, right? Because we never know when our people are going to be online. They're checking in at midnight or they're looking at 6 a.m. You don't know. So to have something available running all the time is really the way to go. Then when you have it all set and go, the time you have from that point on, you can concentrate on results and measuring the results you get from it, analyzing how many people actually interact with your posts. And you can see that on your Facebook pages, etc. And if you're not getting the response that you expect or that you would like, then you can tweak the messaging, or maybe the title of the free gift has to be different, or maybe you need to post it a different time of day, or maybe you need to consider boosting a post to an ad to a specific audience to get better results. All these things you'll have more time for if you're not paying attention to each comment on your posts at all the platforms and copying things to spreadsheets. And so it elevates you beyond that manual labor to the expertise labor where you actually start to analyze the content of it and try to get that to be the appropriate way to draw people towards your business. So this is a great way to start out, and it's a great way, even if you have 50 people on your list and you haven't figured out, it's a great learning experience. So now the third thing we're going to talk about is the more advanced version of the delivery process. So you opt in the form, you set a tag on the record saying, hey, they took this free gift, whatever it is. Then you send that thank you and the email with the link to the download, just like you did before. But this time, when you say thank you on the web page, you give them another web page that says, hey, while you're here, I got another offer for you. Or here's my new book that just released. Or I have a masterclass coming up. Do you want to sign up? Or could you be interested? And you give them another way to indicate their interest with a button or whatever, and then you process that action. So that action could be a credit card process for sale. It could be another process where they give you information and you send them a setup for a meeting invite or something. Whatever the action is, and send them an email with that communication. So these advanced automation type things that happen are really just taking that initial delivery pipeline that you created and adding on more functions to it. So that's really what it is you're going to have this core that you understand how to do, and then you're going to just keep adding functions on for the different things and offers that you're going to have. Now, if you see on the left hand side, I have these different listings of providers. Now, people don't necessarily do all these things at one time, okay? It grows as your needs grow. So don't feel like you have to have a solution for every single thing right at the start. Try to get something out there and get that core delivery of something set up and start to understand what your audience wants and do that legwork before you go into the automation thing. And then when you get there, there are people that just do landing pages, and those landing pages, they call them funnels because they're actually a central page that goes to a thank you page that can go to an upsell page that can go to another thank you page, and they do some other fancy automations. ClickFunnels is the first example of that. Leadpages.net, Thrivecart, Shopify, Samcart. They're all good, and they're all good, but you have to research them all and see which one fits you and see which one, test drive them and see what works. Then there's scheduling software. So you can have a calendar embedded in that web page on your landing page that says, hey, here are the dates that I'm available. Pick a time you want to meet. Then when they click on the submit time, they'll get a Zoom link, and it'll be set up on the Zoom calendar and then added to your Google Calendar and added to your Outlook calendar and all that stuff. There are CRM systems or email management, excuse me, and they help maintain the relationship with this person, so you can track all the communications you have with them and put them in a pipeline so you can see how they are nurturing along the way. If they've taken your free gift and then they've taken the upsell and then they've taken you can track them, okay? The whole relationship is managed. And then there's workflow automation and all-in-one platforms. So like Infusionsoft is a CRM system, or Keap, K-E-A-P. They are a CRM, but they also have excellent automation. So you could set up a pipeline or an automation that says, hey, send this person an email, and then if they open it, do this. If they don't open it within a day, then do that. If they don't open it in 3 days, then do this. If they click on unsubscribe, then do that, right? So that's the kind of automation that you're eventually going to need as things grow. And then all-in-one platforms like the one that I use, High Level, they do everything all under one roof, all under one umbrella. So the contact relationship management, the funnels, the website, membership sites and courses, contact management, text messaging, scheduling, it's all done in one place. So those are the things that we're going to talk about as we go forward in the future, and that you can look forward to learning more about. Okay, my next thing I want to share with you is xmind.net. It's a mind mapping software. Now, I don't know about you, but I take copious notes. Lots of notes. There are notebooks everywhere. But when I'm creating a product or a book or a report or whatever, it's not easy to take notes and then use them if you walk away. You have to kind of come back and look at them over again, start all over again, or if you're editing, you cross things out and then you lose your train of thought. It doesn't help me as much. So I found this tool called xmind.net where you can create a mind map as you're going through the creation process. Okay? So it takes a main concept and you break it down with sub concepts, and you keep breaking it down like you're doing an outline of different topics and everything that you would want to include in that function or that section, right? And then each one of these you click on, you can put notes on there. So here's, note one. I can spell. Note one is this. And so what's great about this is you save all of it and it's visual. So you've separated things, you can move things around, you can click on different sections and move them and put them back. You can change their colors and indicate this is where you left off, or this needs more work, and you can leave notes on them. Okay, now if I walk away from paper notes, I come back, I have to reorganize my mind, get myself back into the flow, start up again, and then move forward. Well, this, I know where I left off. I look at it and sure, I'd review a little bit of it, but you've spent a lot of time breaking it down, and you can export this into an outline that you could then use for a report if you're doing writing or you're giving it to someone to help you create something. Okay. Now, MindMap, it's a free software for a trial period. As you see, I've been using it for 811 days. And the only reason I'm not paying for it is I use it once a quarter when I'm creating something big. And it really helps me out and it saves me a lot of time. And I might work on one map for 3 months, right? If I had my whole team using it, or I was using it every day and I was keeping the pictures and using it on my website or anything, then I'd be paying for the service. But just because I'm just doing this for my mind, I'm not paying for it. I'm using the free trial. Okay. It's really a great tool. I highly recommend it. I think it would help you save a lot of time and help you be more creative and get more out of your creative hours. Okay. So the next thing I want to tell you about is my free gift. I have a free gift for you today. It's called the 5 free online tools that will change your business. And yes, xmind.net is one of the 5. The tools are available online at no cost to you, and they're meant to save time and energy to get things done. They're not meant to, create, I don't know, grow your business, scale your business. It's really just save time things just to get things done. Get rid of some of the menial stuff you have to do and make yourself more productive. You can get the free gift at mmediagroupllc.com/free-gift. I'll give you a minute to make note of the address or take a screenshot for later. I will tell you a little bit about my business. So I started my business in 2016, and I help folks get their technology set up for marketing. I do workflows and automations and CRM setups and websites and memberships and courses. I present my own courses. I use High Level, and I have everything under one umbrella, and really whatever anybody needs. I really am there to be a consultant and an advisor, as well as get things done for them. So if you'd like any more information, go to my website, mmediagroupllc.com, and take a look at some of the info there and all the services I provide. Reach out on the contact page or via email if you have any questions. And thank you so much. I'm so glad you could join me for this episode of Marketing Matters. I know how precious your time is, and I hope you came away with something you can apply to your business, or something to think about at least. My aim is to provide clear, useful info for you to use so that you can have thriving business, amazing relationships with your customers and clients. As always, if you have any questions, drop a post on my Facebook page, on the show page, or email me or go to my website. And join me here next week for our next episode where we'll dive into more marketing topics that matter for you. Thanks very much for your time. Bye.